Hey everyone, it's Steven at Gutter Pop Comics in Buffalo, New York, 1421 Hertel Avenue. It is about 9 p.m. on Tuesday night, May 10th, 2022, so the night before New Comic Book Day. Each week we do a little video where we go through the week's new releases to show off what we've got going on for our regulars and our mail order customers. We update our website, gutterpopcomics.com, about a week after we post this video. And we do this so our regulars and our mail order customers get first dibs on anything cool that that comes out each week. And then that way they don't have to fight with the whole dang World Wide Web. So highly encourage anyone new to gutterpopcomics.com to follow us on social media like Instagram, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. So on Instagram and Facebook, we post all of the new comics in greater detail. So we post single issues in our stories. But there will be a section in the video where we go through everything. We've got Falynn Koch. Oop, I'm going to back up. Here, May 28th, signing her new kids comic. And I'm going to walk us over. We still have some free comic book day comics left. Thanks to everyone who came by for free comic book day. Thanks to Jackie Davis for signing her books. That was a lot of fun. Sorry, I'm just kind of scrolling by. Always try and keep the intro around or under 2 minutes. Oh, we're past it. And then people keep asking, how's the hole? They write to me, they go, Steven, how's your hole? Hole's still here. So in case anyone didn't hear, we had another little minor tragedy right before Free Comic Book Day again. So we're kind of leaning into the idea that maybe it's a little cursed for us. But, we're all okay and we're going to get it fixed. We're going to be doing an Instagram backstock sale where we're going to sell a bunch of stuff at 50% off to try and come up with some dough to reorder some of the damaged books. So that'll be very helpful if anyone wants to do that. But that'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Instagram. So, all right, thanks so much, y'all. We'll get into the video now. For our single issue comics this week, it's a pretty light week. After Free Comic Book Day, I feel like, we definitely got sort of a reprieve so people can catch up reading all those free comics. One of the big announcements this week is we've got a new Stephanie Phillips written comic, Grimm. And Pulp 716 is going to have Stephanie signing this Saturday. So make sure to stop by, pick up a copy from Pulp 716, pick up a copy here. But definitely go down there and get it signed. Looks extremely cool. Kind of a big deal. Donny Cates writing Thor and Hulk right now, so who knows what he's going to put together there. The other big one this week is probably this Jurassic League. Daniel Warren Johnson. Some cool. I mean, I don't know. Looks fun. There was one layout that really blew me away. Cass, who does our newsletter currently, she here it is. Yeah, she showed me that thing of beauty. So pretty cool. Not much more. This looks really good. So, a couple different artists. I think this is like 3 short stories, but the first, the Chris Bocciolo stuff looked really, really strong in this, like, I don't know if the camera's showing the contrast very well, but yeah, it looked really cool. So yeah, just a couple more. So if a lot of people, they follow our Instagram or Facebook to see, like, we'll post still images of all the comics we get in each week. And that's how they kind of like will follow along. So should have pulled out all these so I didn't have to flip, but it's like I do it a little bit differently every week with the hope of finding the perfect formula. And that is the stack. Except, of course, it isn't. So I missed these kind of like magazine-sized things. So there we go. Just barely even. So since we were having another crazy week, we're going to do another. We're just going to go through all of the like trades, manga, graphic novels, collections all together instead of breaking them up. You know, I'd love to hear from folks. You know, it seems like people do like it when I break it up on the YouTube channel thing. But I have a note about content warning. So I mean, you know, every week I should be mentioning that as I'm flipping through these, I often am seeing this stuff for the first time, and so I don't always know what's going to be there. But then I think this week especially, we've got some heavy content stuff. So if you're sensitive to any sort of I guess adult content, nudity, violence, that kind of stuff. Very beautifully drawn, weird comic there. This one looks really good. This is some Stephen Core, if I've ever seen it. Wow. Wow, that's gorgeous. Wow, that's really, really cool. Who's that by? Adam De Souza? Wow, excellent. I think our copies, so I really liked her other stuff. What was I read The Sea and the Cowboy. I really liked The Cowboy a lot. Very, very psychedelic, absurdist stuff. But I think this came out a couple months ago maybe, and I think these have been sitting in a box. They got misplaced and we've just been sitting on them. So that is on us. That is our goof. I've never read any of this stuff. I think ostensibly it's for kids, but I think only adults would. I don't know. It's always hard to tell with this stuff. It looks really good. I feel like we've definitely gotten, like Fantagraphics did another, this is maybe the second. We've gotten that in before, and it always kind of catches my eye. So I'm a big fan of this creator. and this looked kind of bad to me. So I want to believe that this is like early works of his, but I was like skimming this, and I gotta say it looks pretty trashy and dumb, and maybe not in a fun way. Hard to tell so far, but I will be reading it just because I loved Blood on the Tracks, and oh man, what was the first one that really blew me away? That The Classroom. Yeah, I don't need to flip through that anymore. Maybe if I just look on the Flowers of Evil really blew me away. And I'm also reading Inside Mari, so hard to say. It looks like early work, but then I found some, I remember we had gotten some like doujinshi in from him, or some self-published, like kind of zine format, like short stories, and they didn't look like that at all. So new volume of Mao, the Rumiko Takahashi. Geez, my thumb was covering up her last name, and I know who she is, but just at the end of the day, these are always great. So the artist edition, the big boy, has been out of print for a little while now. Those big $125 hardcovers we have. But this is like a smaller, more affordable edition, scans of the original art kind of stuff. So very, very cool. I'm having trouble like centering the books today. I've got a little bit of a headache, and I'm very very tired. So that's like a new collection of some of the more recent Spawn stuff. This is just a recent collection of a new Mark Millar Image comic, part of like that like Netflix deal, Netflix Comics. Adam Eterno. This is some British shit, right? Yeah, okay. Treasury of British Comics. Look at that. That's some Britishy shite, if I've ever seen it. Don't know much about that, but I know it's from the pages of Thunder magazine from London, England. More English stuff. You can tell I didn't tape my little banner down today. That's how much I'm rushing. I just was like, I can't even be bothered to tape that thing down today. So it's kind of moving around. I'm pretty ignorant of a lot of like more modern Judge Dredd stuff, but this looks pretty fun. I would hate to be judged by the Dreadmen. I was really blown away by the first volume of this. I did not know it was like an older thing. So this is like, it was never brought over here, but this is like a really nice edition of a very like famous, popular in Japan Dragon Quest manga, which, is so interesting to me because I just think of him so synonymous with Toriyama's character designs. But to know that there was just this like very popular manga over there by Koji Inada, that's a real mind melter. There was like a Dragon Quest movie that came out recently that did not feature Toriyama's like style, and I didn't understand what the point of that was. Pretty sick. Silver Sprocket has 3 new offerings this week. This is a collection of James Sand stuff. We were marveling at that comic I was very struck by, and then they've got a kids comic I will bother. I will, I will be professional enough to separate those. This just looks like the type of book that if I was at SPX or TCAF or something, I would have to get this. I would just like see something like this. Like this reminds me of has that feel of like the design and feel of the book. It's just I don't know. It's got that quality to it. I can't quite put my finger on it. And then I think lastly, I mean, it doesn't really fit on the screen, but this is like a collection of posters by Frank Quietly, but got some really ugly stuff on there. The ugly heroes and villains of the DC universe, I guess. All right, so that is all of the like books that they probably use glue and stuff to bind them with, so no staple. All right, for kids comics, a friend of the show, Michael Sweater, has a new comic with Josue Cruz. Let's look, shall we? It's gorgeous. Why am I having so much trouble centering the camera? Or the, the comic book. Yeah, so looks pretty amazing. Great coloring. I love the full bleed. Wow. Real sick stuff, so really beautiful. So this is another silver sprocket joint, but this time for kids. A manga, but also for tiny, funny little kid folk, kids who love to laugh, kids who love to pet. Pokemon #2. Got a collection of Jane Foster stuff, perfect for the new Jane Foster movie coming out. Got a collection of Kate Bishop stuff, perfect for the Kate Bishop TV show that came out. And then, man, I remember when the first issue of this came out years and years ago when I was at the first Gutter Pop location on Elmwood, and Fantagraphics had a different logo. But, I thought this was really cool. It is allegedly for kids, but it just has, again, like maybe that quality of like, I don't know. I feel like mostly adults are going to pick this up, but it is really wonderful. Nice. Quick recap. Was there a graphic novel? I remember it being more like, maybe it was collected. This is the Curdle's Adventure magazine, so this is issue 2, so I forget exactly how they're formatting it, but very, very cool looking, and that is probably all of the kids stuff we have.